Morning, students. I hope you all are in good health, and I hope you to find that you people are studying properly and taking help of these online classes that we are giving every day. And let's begin a new week and be more excited and energetic to learn more things from us through this new pattern. I am RB ma'am, and I am going to start with class 10's first chapter according to the board. That is Maya Angelou's I Know Why the Caged Bird Sing. Now we all know we are going for class 10, so it is your board year. You need to be very sincere from the beginning, and you have to be studying properly, understanding everything properly, and doing your work. Don't feel that you're at home and there is no need of studying right now, because you have very less time in your hand and we are in a pandemic situation. So I guess you should be very sincere from now on. Now, before starting, I know why the caged bird sing. Let me tell something about Maya Angelou to you. Now, Maya Angelou was an African American poet. Now, she is writing at an age when African American people are going through their wars of independence, as well as a lot of different kind of discrimination that the world had already given it to them. For example, color discrimination, racial discrimination, and even discrimination of women. So, I guess in this particular poem, when we will read through it, you will be understanding how pathetic it was for a woman at that age to sit back at home and write something when the world was going upside down regarding civilization. Now, I know that you may not have the book with you, though you should be having it. You can go to the chapter and can find out the poem. Still, I have given you a snap of the poem in this video. Now, see, if I see the poem, it is a bit longer in its structure, and it have five stanzas in the poem. In the whole poem, we find an imagery which is a bird imagery. Now, we all know birds are the animals which fly independently in the air and lives a life in the air only. But what happens to a bird which has been caged? A bird that is put inside the cage, and we keep them in our house for decorating our house or to show people that we have a pet or a domestic animal. What are their life? And how is the bird imagery equivalent with the life of a woman and of Afro-Americans at that particular age is what we will be learning in this particular poem. Now, Maya Angelou was going through a rough patch in her life. In a very young age, she has seen her parents separated, staying with her grandmother, had a bad childhood, as well as going through the turmoil of independence along with racial discrimination, color discrimination. So, this woman has faced a lot of tragedies in a very young age. So, the poem will be reflecting those tragedies through the lines. See, if I start the poem, it says, a free bird leaps on the back of the wind and floats downstream till the current end, and dips his wings in the orange sun rays and dares to claim the sky. See, this is the activity of a free bird. A bird keeps on flying on the sky, play with the winds, go up of the clouds, down of the clouds, play with the rays of the sun, and they claim the sky to be their own. Definitely, when we live into an independent world, we can do anything that we wish to do because we claim the world to be ours, and we have the right to do what our independent self should have. Equivalent to a bird, when a bird is in the sky, they are independent to claim the sky of their own. But a bird that stalks down his narrow cage can seldom see through his bars of rage. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. Now just imagine the same when a bird is inside the cage. A bird to whom the sky has bars of the cage. The bird cannot feel the air. The wings are clipped. The feet are tied inside the cage. They have nowhere to go. They cannot even move out of their own wishes. So, what one thing they have in their hand? They have their voice. They open their throat and start singing. Equivalent to us as well. When we are tied in a country which is ruled by others, dominated by others, we have no right to move here and there, no right to enjoy the independency of life. What we do? We shout. We start revolting by our voice. That is what the small bird also starts doing. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. See, the caged bird starts singing, sing with a very fearfulness in his voice, sing about those things which are unknown to the bird, but yet long to know about them. The tune that can be heard from long distance, from the hills, from the mountains, people can hear the sound or the song of the bird. The caged bird sing for something which we call freedom, like our independent freedom fighters have done. When we were been under the British rule, what we were doing? We started shouting, protesting, and also started clearing or clarifying our wants in the people's mind, which could be heard from one state to another and in the whole nation. Similarly, when American people, and African people were fighting for their war of independence, they were also trapped. They used to shout out, they used to protest so that their voice can be heard from long distance, and those were the songs of their freedom. The free bird think of another breeze, and the trade wind soft through the shining trees, and the fat worms waiting on a dawn bright lawn, and he names the sky his own. But a caged bird stands on the grave of dreams. His shadow shouts on a nightmare screams. His wings are clipped on and his feet are tied, and he opens his throat to sing. See a free bird, what he does? He go around flying from one place to another, dancing with the winds, searching for insects to eat, and enjoying the grasses, the morning sun dews, the morning sunlights, everything it starts enjoying. But a caged bird, it stands on the grave of its dream, who have been clipped, who have been caught, trapped in a cage, does not have a dream of his own, and shouts because staying inside a cage is a nightmare for it, and he get this nightmare dreams every day, gets scared and shouts because his wings are clipped, feet are tied, and he have nothing to do rather than singing songs aloud. The caged bird sing with a fearful trill of things unknown, but long for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sing of freedom. And again it starts singing with fearfully, but loudly enough so that everyone can listen from distant hills, and it starts singing of its freedom. See, by this whole poem, the poet wants to create an idea where the poet tells us that when we are fighting for independence, it is a very cruel thing, a place where we are suffering every single day in order to get what we desire, and it is hard to fight, but we cannot give up, like a small bird in the cage who keeps on singing and singing with an everlasting wish to get the freedom what they desire to have. And even if we equivalent this particular aspect or notion with the life of a woman who are behind the bars of patriarchy, wants to go ahead, move ahead, and show that a woman can also write like Maya Angelou. Because at that point in time, she has struggled a lot in order to be a poet. And now she has got the freedom to get it. I hope you have understood what the whole poem have in it. For your own help, I am also providing you with a PDF of some of the major themes that the poem have. Copy them down, start reading, because next time in the next video of this poem, I will be providing you with a lot of questions and answers which will help you to form the whole base of the poem. Keep studying, write down the PDF that I will give in your in a copy, and start reading the PDF. Understand the poem properly. If you have any problem, ask me. I will be clearing the doubt in the next video. Hope you have understood. Thank you and have a nice day.